Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy, and this is a timeless reading, so this is for whenever you feel drawn to hear this message. I have my amethyst. I don't know, for some reason today I felt really attracted to my amethyst stone. It was like calling my name, and so I wanted to put that on the deck. I felt I needed to do that for this reading, so we'll see what happens. And then I have my crystal card here for amethyst, and that represents protection, trust, and intuition. So it says, get ready to purify. Amethyst has powerful and beneficial properties, including the ability to release addictive behaviors while also protecting your energy field. Amethyst is a great crystal to meditate with, as it promotes peace and tranquility between your emotional, physical, and spiritual planes, creating harmony inside and out. It is linked to the crown and third eye chakras, connecting your intuition to the divine source. Bask in the violet rays of the amethyst crystal and stimulate your soul. Aquarius, Pisces, Jupiter, and Neptune. All right, so that's a little bit about amethyst, but I just feel today it's calling my name today. All right, I would also like to say a huge thank you to everyone and all your comments about the video that I posted on Monday for Capricorn. And all your positive words and comments just made me smile. They made me feel so good. And I just really appreciate that. I can't say enough how much it means to me for all of your positive words and your comments, and it just gives me that energy to keep moving and keep going, and that I'm on the right path. So Gertrude agrees. Gertrude's it's a rainy, cold day, so she's a little wound up this morning, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to get to the reading. See what's going on here for Capricorn. All right, we have Three of Wands, Justice, Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Magician, Chariot, Queen of Swords, and Eight of Pentacles. All right. So for overall energies, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and that could represent a new way of making money, a new money-making venture that you are trying, or it also represents, for me, it represents a new way of doing things, a new way of looking at things. And I feel like for a lot of you, your perspective is changing. I feel your outlook and your perspective, and kind of seeing those things that, you know, you can change, and that you can, you know, to embrace the positive, to let go of the negative, seeing those people around you that, you know, are not positive, that are not helping you on your journey, and recognize, I feel like your eyes are just really being open, Capricorn, to more of those, you know, the things that are going on around you and what's affecting you in what ways. So for current energies, we have the Three of Wands, Justice, Ten of Wands, and Ten of Pentacles. And that's, again, that same feeling of looking towards your future and seeing what are those things that help you to feel balanced, that help you to move forward. What are those things that you can let go of, you know? You're feeling like you have these things on your back, but you feel like that's coming to an end, because you're making those changes, because you are seeing more things around you, and you're seeing what's happening and what's affecting you, and you're reacting to those so that it benefits you and looking out for you. And you're being your own best friend, and you're making the choices that work best for you, so that sometimes we don't make the best choices for ourselves, but we have to, you know, not beat ourselves up about that, and learn from it and grow, and then heading towards the future, making the choices that are good for us. So I feel like that's what you are recognizing. There could be something that falls in your favor. Something happens for you. Something, it could do with finances. It could just be, for some reason, I'm feeling luck. Something happens in your favor, and it helps to release a burden that you have. Like maybe you were worried or you were stressed about something, and something happens for you, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that happened, because now I don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, could be money for some of you, or it could be a job. Okay, could be a job opportunity that comes in for you. For future energies, we have the Eight of Swords, the Magician, the Chariot, and the Queen of Swords. And I feel like I'm not holding back. Like that's what came to my mind. It's like, I'm not holding back anymore. But it's also about waiting until the time is right to move forward on something. But my first energy was, I'm not holding back. I'm moving forward. I'm going forward. I'm making things happen. We also have the Infinity sign, which is individual empowerment and everlasting love. And we have the Queen of Swords, she's someone who has been through a tough time, which I feel Capricorn definitely has, but she's persevered. And I love how all of these butterflies are all around. It just feels like blossoming and blooming. We've got the pretty rose bush that's blossoming around her, and the flowers are blooming and everything's flying around, and everything feels lighter, everything feels better. And I feel you have this momentum to move forward on something, and you're saying, I'm not going to hold myself back from doing what it is that I want to do, or making those decisions that are best for me. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm changing your attitude, changing your outlook, figuring those things out. What do you really want to do? I feel like a lot of people, they don't know, because they've lost themselves in relationships, and they don't really know who they are or what they like or what they want to do. And that definitely happened with me, and that's what I've been trying to find out through these last few years, is what makes me happy, what motivates me, what pushes me forward, what brings me joy that I wake up every morning and I want to face my day. What are those things? And I feel like that's you too. It's like, okay, I'm ready to get to it. I'm ready to see what are those things that make me happy. All right, so let's get some clarifying cards. All right, we have Six of Pentacles, kind of balancing things out. That also represents sharing, talking to people, letting things go. A lot of us hold on to a lot of energies, okay? And that holds us back from reaching our goals. And letting that go. Letting out that negative energy. All right, look at that. We have the Devil card. So that can represent you, Capricorn, okay? Not holding yourself back, not restraining, okay? Not restraining yourself, not being in those toxic relationships anymore, or that toxic way of thinking, that negative way of thinking. Not feeling like you're bound or held back. Six of Wands, rising above the situation, rising above a situation, or there's something that you try and do. Like I was saying, I felt like something happens for you, lucky or luck, or something falls into place and you're really excited about it, and that helps you to push you forward on, on your journey and what you want to do. And feeling stronger, because when positive things happen, it's like you feed off of that and you're like, okay, yeah, I got it. Like it gives you energy, to keep moving forward. And I feel like that's what happens, is something falls in place. Something gives you that burst of energy. Maybe it's a sign, maybe something happens, and you're like, yes, that's giving me my energy to move forward. Again, we have the Chariot that represents Cancer sign. So it could be that, again, that pushing forward, paving that path towards the future for those things that you want to do, for those things that you want to accomplish, and ready to just bust through. All right, we have the Knight of Wands, taking action and not holding yourself back anymore, because you're like, yep, I want to get to it. I want to make things happen. This is what I'm feeling. I'm ready. He's got the wand in his hand and he's holding it tight, and he's like, I'm moving forward no matter what. You're not going to stop me. Just having that forward momentum energy. Sometimes we get in our own head and we talk ourselves out of doing things. So that could be what's going on here, like it's you find the reasons not to do something. But then you have to ask yourself, how badly do you want to do it? Because if you're talking yourself out of it, then did you really want to do it in the first place? And that's some things to look at. But I feel like down here, you're like, I'm not talking myself out of it. I'm going to do it, whatever that thing is. Ooh, it's a relationship. Could be a relationship, okay? Could be a new relationship. Maybe it's looking for love. Maybe it's looking for new love. Maybe you've had some bad relationships in the past and now you're ready for a new love, a new beginning, a new start. That you're more confident going into relationships about knowing what you want and what you don't want, okay? That you're not going to make excuses for someone else's bad behavior, that you're not going to settle, that you're going to be strong and confident in relationships. And I feel like this card can represent any type of relationship. It could be a business relationship. It can be a personal relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a family member, you know. But feeling more confident in your relationships and not letting those people who may drag you down affect you. All right, listening to that inner voice, that intuition. I think didn't the amethyst, that's becoming more in touch with your, was it crown and third eye chakra? And that represents intuition, okay? Feeling that energy. It's almost like when you start listening to that and you start doing things because you're feeling that's the right thing to do, like that happens more, like that the feeling becomes stronger and you listen to that more. You're more in tune to that. All right, and then we have the death card, and that's Scorpio. So that could, oh, this is Gemini. So this could represent, death card represents you're holding on to something that's stopping you from moving forward. But I feel like you're like, yeah, I'm letting go of whatever was holding me back up here. You know, if it's the negative thinking or it's toxic relationships or it's, you know, whatever that may represent for you. That also with the 10 of Wands, those burdens, that heaviness, that you're letting that go and you're moving forward. I love that with the transformation, right, with the Queen of Swords. So that's like, yeah, like I'm thinking about those things that I need to let go of in order for me to be strong and confident moving forward. And this is a whole new way of thinking. And just changing that perspective can really change how things affect you, you know, how other people may affect you, how what's going on affects you. And looking for those positive things, all right? To feel light, to feel happy, to feel, you know, when you're a kid, you don't worry about anything, you know, you're carefree and you're, okay, what toys do I want to play with? And, you know, when are my friends coming over? And what are we going to do? And what are we going to play? And what candy do I like, you know? Just having that lightheartedness. And then the next card out is the wish card, okay? And that's just, I love it. I feel like the wish card is coming out a lot lately for Capricorn. Making your wishes and your dreams come true and feeling lighthearted and feeling happy and staying in that energy and not letting the heavy energy, you know, bog you down. Like, yes, we have to deal with things and there are disappointing things that happen in life. And we have our days, our off days, where it's just like, oh, I just want to crawl in a hole and, you know, don't talk to me. I'm being a turtle today. Gertrude, thank you for your words. But it's also knowing, okay, today or this hour or this half day that I'm going to be a turtle, but then I want to come out of my shell and I want to start focusing on the positive. So I feel like things are, you know, happening for you. Things are happening. Be in this energy of wanting things to happen for you. Embrace this energy, saying, yes, I want this to happen, okay? I want to be in this energy. And you'll see that things start to happen for you, that things start to fall in place because you're in this energy. Like I said before, if you're in that negative energy, okay, if you're like, no, it's not going to happen for me, it doesn't happen for me, you know, if you're being a negative Nancy, then, or Nelly, or, you know, if you're being negative, not to say that against anyone's name, because I have a friend and her name is Karen, so she's upset about the whole Karen thing. But if you're in that negative energy that, you know, you're not, that's what you're surrounding yourself, and that's what you have to, you know, catch it. If you're like, yep, I'm going into the negative, So let me get myself out of that. Let me catch that. Let me see. Let me, tell myself, no, don't go to the negative. Don't go in that energy. Let's focus on something positive and catching yourself, okay? And turning that around and saying, no, I'm not going to let this bother me if you start to go that way. That I want this good. I want this Nine of Cups to come in for me, and this is the energy that I want to surround myself. And what is that I have to let go of so that I can change and I can transform? What is my inner voice telling me? All right? Is it saying go to the negative? No, probably not. It's saying let's focus on the positive. Let's move forward. Let's move away from that. All right. So let's pick a animal oracle. Fox spirit, think on your feet. Just like I was saying, if you catch yourself falling into the negative, or you're talking yourself out of something, think, no, let's flip that switch. Sometimes it helps for me just to actually see in my mind a switch that I'm flipping, okay? That I'm either turning it off, turning negative energy off, or turning positive energy on. And to flip that switch and realize, catching yourself saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to the negative. I got to stop that. And being aware of what it is that you're putting out. Oh, look at that one, frog spirit. Clear out the clutter, okay? Clear out the clutter. Clear out that clutter, that mental clutter that's in your brain, that's stopping you from doing things. Clear that clutter out. And could be also in your living space. Is there clutter around you that's giving you anxiety? I truly believe that, our living space really affects how we feel. If we make it warm and cozy, if we make it comforting, if we make it safe, that makes us feel that way. If we've got stuff piled everywhere and, it's irritating us, or, it's bothering us, then that's kind of the energy that we're in. So if it's physical or mental, clear out the clutter. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.